All right, we'll be replacing a caliper on a HHR. Works for many years. This is a 2006. Let's get down to business. 19 millimeter on the tires. All right, we got 14 millimeter on these screws. I've already backed them out. 11 millimeter on the banjo bolt. We'll be changing that brake hose too later on. So this is vice grip just to keep the fluid from coming out. I just cracked that, so we're losing fluid from the caliper in there, but we shouldn't lose any fluid anywhere back there, and then we'll worry about that brake hose. We're going to take our banjo bolt out, take these bolts out, and that caliper is going to come right off of there. We got our new caliper right here. I've already lubricated with silicone brake grease the spots that are going to be touching the brake pads, and we're just going to slap that puppy right in place. Take that one off, put this one on. All right, we got her on there and tightened down. Now there are copper washers on this banjo bolt. You see that little shiny piece of metal? There's one there, and one where it contacts where the block of the brake hose contacts the caliper. Get that tight enough that it squishes those copper washers. Don't tighten it so much that you strip your threads out inside there. And same story with the bleeder screw. Do not strip your threads out, tightening it. Now we're starting to drain. It'll pretty much gravity bleed by itself. You can see the little air bubble just came out. So we'll let that sit for a second, then we'll pump up the brake pedal. Have a partner or put a board down there. Press the brake pedal all the way in. And then while it's still in, tighten the bleeder screw. And then they can release. And there won't be much air if you're changing just a caliper. It'll bleed real fast. It'll pretty much get all the air out just from sitting here like that. And yeah, this caliper was bad, the old one. As I was pushing it in to do a brake job, because it started grinding on the rotor, this had, what side was grinding, other side had 60% life. As I was pushing the caliper in, it was making a creaking noise. And it took excessive force. It was time to change the caliper. Yeah, make sure it's bled all the way. Watch a bleeding video if you have to. And thanks for watching. That was a 10 millimeter on that bleeder screw for this one, by the way. That'll about do it. .3 brake fluid up there in the reservoir. Check your brake fluid after you're done.